Hey guys, good morning to you. General here. Listen, out here in the construction area, as you can see, the stage has been lifted up because we had to make it, we had to fortify it. It has now been fortified. That sounds like a little girl. And we're gonna drop it down and we're gonna start performing and bring you guys clean music, clean comedy is what we're gonna do. Let's see, there was something I was gonna tell you, something else I was gonna say. Yep, everything's coming along. Everything is coming along really good. You know, I was just looking, I got this black suit coat on and this shirt, and it reminded me of when I was in Washington, D.C. I was in a rough area of the neighborhood, actually. I just finished up a little show, and I thought how I looked sort of like a Russian guy, these young, and you know, today you gotta be scared of young people. They're very scary. And, but I use my comedy to my benefit. Now, these two guys, I was walking along the way, these two thuggish guys, thugs, came up and said to me, yo, what's up? You know, don't you know you're in the bad part of the neighborhood? And immediately I started talking like I was from Russia. I looked at him. You think this is bad neighborhood? And it worked for my benefit. It really did. It's like it scared them, you know, because they were like, man, black Russian, this neighborhood, this not bad neighborhood, you know. So it worked. You know, they kind of just looked at me and was like, he must be an OG. And listen, what I'm saying, you know, being creative works in a plethora of ways. I remember my mentor and boss who actually hired me to handle the legal department for a major corporation. Hey, mentor, how you doing? I'm not going to say your name. But yeah, I climbed the corporate ladder really well. I was achieving a lot of things, making successes here with contract this and dealing with actually the Secretary of State's office on some issues and getting us registered in certain states. Now, but specifically, but people, they just didn't know how. And I used my eccentricness to my benefit. For example, there was a territory dispute in Tennessee with a couple of our franchisees, both of them country as heck, both of them two white guys. And I flew down to try to get this dispute resolved because we were trying to get them to sign a new franchise agreement because the old one, you know, well, it was outdated and we just needed to get the new guys to come on. So there was major territory dispute. These guys were going back and forth, and I was down there for 2 or 3 hours, and this white franchisee was always talking about kicking somebody's butt. You know, he says, Thomas, you know, this pisses me off. I'm ready to kick some butt, you know, and just threatening everybody. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to work it out with the other guy, and you know, and so there comes a time for a smoke break. Now, the other franchisees that were sitting in the meeting, they left out. So me and the other guys are sitting there at the table. The country white guy, he said something to me, and I said, look at me. I said, you know, I've been down here for a long time. I'm hungry. I said, I am a straight thug. I love to fight. You talk about fighting. I said, if you don't mind, if you won't tell corporate, I said, I promise you. I said, I will go back here behind this building and fight you. And I'll try not to bruise you up too bad as long as you don't tell anybody because I am stressed, you know. And I really did. This is a true story. I said that to him, and while he looked at me, you know, and I started talking like, yeah, bruh, I love to fight, but I come from the streets, you know. See, because before I was talking like this right here, and the contract is inappropriate. The territory dispute that you guys are having doesn't fit the model with the franchise system. So I got to remember, I been talking like that the whole time. So when they left, And I started to, bruh, you know what? You don't even know me like that, bruh. You know, huh? What? You want to fight somebody? What? You know, so, hey, listen, long story short, guy comes back in. I seal the deal within like an hour, territory dispute, long story. But anyway, listen, my point is, sometimes creativeness and, eccentricness and mental illness, you can get some of the best jobs by being mentally challenged or struck, like Trump. Trump is amazing what he's done. He totally disrupted the market. He really did. He disrupted the market by being insane. George Bush, another genius, I think we're all on the same curve, just different caste systems financially, but same sort of thinking. Hey, listen, General, out. Raw.